January 29th, 2025. Trump is still in office so far. They haven't kicked him out yet. I think today is actually RFK's confirmation hearing, which should be very entertaining. But, politics aside, let's talk about markets a little bit. Yesterday, NVIDIA tanked early in the morning, and there was a huge opportunity to buy if anybody happened to be sitting on cash and noticed it. Uh, it also unfortunately tanked NVDY, which is one of our yield max holdings, and my personal NVDY dropped by about 40% early in the morning, and then it recovered 20 to 25%. But being an ETF, it's going to take a while for it to get back up to the top. But let's talk about why. So yesterday, or maybe in the evening before yesterday, Monday afternoon, I'm not real sure. Deepseek R1, a Chinese AI company, put out their chatbot app, and it went to the top on iPhone, and reportedly by the company, their AI model, DeepSeek, was on par or could compete with ChatGPT 4.0. But the big deal is that they said they did it for $5 million, which is about 95% cheaper than we did ChatGPT. So they're also, China's under an embargo. They're not supposed to be using the latest badass NVIDIA chip. They're not supposed to be able to receive them from NVIDIA or use them at all under some sort of legal penalty. I don't understand all that. But so when it first came out, it was like, hey, we made just as good an AI. We did it for 95% less than you did, and we didn't even have to use your chips. We used weaker chips that are available to us. And so everyone in the market thought, well, there goes Nvidia's, hold on the market share, and it tanked. It has since come out that likely they do have a bunch of the badass Nvidia chips, and their chatbot was actually trained by their bigger R1 AI or whatever, which was, they had already spent all the money to build the big AI that trained the smaller AI, which, was probably a lot of the cost savings anyway. And it's a scaled down version that can't do everything their R1 or the ChatGPT 4.0 complete can. It's just a decently strong chatbot, apparently. I don't know if any of that's factual. It's all hearsay, and it's coming from China, which, who knows if they're even allowed to tell us the truth if they wanted to. So who can say? But this the the end of that is Nvidia was on sale yesterday morning. If anybody was paying attention and bought up, if you were sitting on Nvidia, then you probably got a big fright because it tanked temporarily, but it tanked. Um, while we're talking about AIs, though, DeepSeek, their logo is this whale, but I was also digging around and found a video on something that this actually came out like 6 months ago. It was the first I'd heard of it. It's called NotDiamond.ai, chatbot.notdiamond.ai, and it is, I think it's basically just an interface or like a very watered down chatbot that polls the other chatbots, Chat GPT and Llama and Grok and whatever, all the other actual established AIs. It has a free plan. It has a $20 a month plan, and I think it has like a $200 a month plan. I don't know what you would gain with a $200 a month plan, but I think with a $20 a month, like the free one does Chat GPT 4.0 Mini and some of the watered down AIs, and then with the $20 a month, maybe it pulls the more robust AIs if you needed that. I've just begun looking at this stuff. I don't even know what the hell you do with AI except ask it questions and it gives you answers. I haven't been able to make it do anything actually useful for me yet. But it did make me think that maybe everyone should be looking into or not everyone. I don't think AI is going to be super useful for, say, electricians or plumbers or hands-on craftsmen. I say that as soon as I say that, I start thinking of ways to use it. Uh, they could probably be very useful for helping carpenters do layouts without them having to manually learn Sketch and do all this stuff. They could just talk to the AI and get it going. Uh, Maybe the same thing for circuit calculations for electricians, uh, material bids for any of these things. There is useful stuff for the hands-on guys. Now that I think about it, so that's good. But say if you are in college currently for a job that will be mostly electronic based, say communications of some sort, this could be something important to have under your belt in future. Just a thought. Writing seems to be the main thing this thing does, and so anyone in marketing probably needs to be a little more up to date on AI than the rest of us for their field, if that's what they're going to do. Just a thought. Uh, that's my AI spill for today. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got in B's account, we got paid $3 last week. It auto invested into YMAG. YMAG is going to be paying 18 cents this week. That's up from I think 10 cents last week. So great. We'll be at like $5, 5.50 maybe this week. It's pretty good. We're getting up there. It's building. Your Doge is down a little bit, but there's some other things in crypto going on. The SEC just sent out a memo saying something about financial institutions are going to have to start backing cryptos they're holding with fiat cash. Something I don't know, but if the government's talking about crypto and starting to work on the legislation for it and get it going, it's basically legitimizing at least Bitcoin, which is going to keep it in a very bullish position, right? So it looks like $100,000 Bitcoin is now the low, which is good. It wasn't that long ago that $30,000 Bitcoin was the low. So I don't know. Very interesting. Keep an eye on cryptos. Just a thought. Um, all that to say, don't panic about the Doge. It's still going to be going up and down like everything else. Everything is playing off of what's going on with the established cryptos. So that's that. Case count. We got paid $4.58 of our SNOY buy last week, which I did after. I think I bought last Monday before anything was announced. And I probably told you that last week now that I think about it. So we got paid $4.58, which with that we had $7.98 in buying power, and we did not have anything for this week's yield max. So, or this, not weeks, but this group B yield max, we didn't have anything. So I bought NVDY while it was a little low. Hopefully it'll climb back up and hopefully it'll pay well. We do know what it's paying this week. We can go over that stuff real quick. Yield max group B. Uh, we just bought NVDY. It's going to pay 82 cents per share. We didn't get a share, but that's okay. We now have, I think we now have a full month. Though I am going to try to get out of the crash position if it can ever get reasonably higher. Um, we got a new player in Group B, MARO, which is trading on MARA, which I believe is a Bitcoin miner company. Um, so it's still riding on the coattails of Bitcoin, which, like I say, I'm feeling pretty bullish on for the foreseeable future. So I don't know. Really, all of our eggs are in crypto baskets currently, trying to build up our other baskets. So I think MARO is still a good deal, uh, or maybe a good deal. I don't know. It's still brand new. Uh, MRNY sucks, and it's also Moderna. So screw big pharma. But however you feel about that, not my business. PLTY is expensive, but it's still paying well. So that's another AI play. NVDY, even though um, the Deepseek, you know, hit whatever that was, it still looks like NVIDIA is still the king and the power chip that we're using for all this stuff, the graphics chips and the processors. So far, it's still a strong stock, I think. It may take this a little bit to come back up, but $20 is really about where it should have been anyway. That's where it started, so it's not the worst. Dips is the inverse of something. Coney, I believe. It's not doing great, but anyway, GDXY, I can't remember what that is. JP Morgan is doing okay. Facebook is paying better than it did last week, probably 50% better than it did last week. And Babo is Alibaba. Also, we're at the end of the month, so these are our. Here was a big one. YETH from Round Hill paying $3.59. If it hasn't been paying super amazing this whole time, and then all of a sudden it's got damn near $4 distribution, so that's cool. If you're already sitting on that, that'll be a good. This will be a good week for you. CPI, API, and FEPI all holding pretty good. You know, this is what I've been expecting from them, so I really like those. I may pull some of these into my personal account. I thought about throwing it in this week in the K account, but I really wanted to round out the yield max round, and then if we get a chance, we can start adding in, the extra pays. Weekly, YBTC is paying well this week. I want to say it paid a little better last week, but LFGY paid maybe like 10 cents better last week, maybe. I don't know, but it's still, I don't know. It's like the second distribution, so it's kind of hard to say if it's going to hold value or whatever. It definitely went down a little bit in value. YMAG went up to 18 cents. I think it was only 10 cents last week. YMAX 14 cents. That's probably about where it was anyway. QQQY, IWMY, and WDTE. These are the. No, I'm sorry. IWMY, WDTE, and QDTE are all the Defiance. S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and Russell 2000, the index plays, and they just paying garbage this week. I don't know what happened to them. But I don't know. Defiance funds aren't really all that great anyway. And here's the Round Hills. XDT is the winner this week, but they're all paying in the 20 cents. This is all good things. QQQY is getting cheap. I think I've got these backwards. QQQY is the Defiance and QDTE is the Roundhill. So it's taking a hit. It's not paying very well this week. And then GPTY is a new one from Yield Max, but this is its first week, so it won't declare a dividend until next week. It just opened. It is, I can't remember what it is either. GPTY. Oh, it's probably AI, like Chat GPT. So yeah, it's on an AI play. So it might have opened at just the very wrong time. It opened this week right before the Deepseek thing, so it may take a hit fast. But it might be on sale next week. We'll see. On last week's video, I it's not showing on YouTube anymore, but in the email here we had this response from whoever that is. It says, "Hey, thanks for the forecast," which I don't make forecasts. I need some advice, but this is not advice. Um, I hold some US dollars and I have a seed phrase, and then he puts the seed phrase in the comments. How should I go about transferring them to Binance? So my guess is what this is. I mean, you wouldn't put your seed phrase for your wallet out in the open anyway, but my guess is he put that out there so that as a bait, so that someone would go, "Oh, look at this! This idiot put his seed phrase on here," and then go open a wallet and try to get into his wallet and transfer money. He might have $5 or something in there. Transfer that $5 from his wallet to your wallet, thereby linking them so that he can go and take everything out of your wallet after you try to steal from him. That would be my guess. I'm calling this a scam alert and just giving you a heads up. Okay, that was the last thing. Love you guys. Catch you next week.